the king of pop art. Who is the king of pop art? Better yet, what is pop art? We will start off with a little bit of Andy's history, who I believe to be the ultimate king of pop art. Andy Warhol was born August 6, 1928 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where he was a successful magazine illustrator who became the big hotshot artist in the pop art era in 1960. So what led Andy to be so successful? Well, it all started when he was 8 years old and had gotten a rare and sometimes fatal disease known as St. Vitus dance, a disease of the nervous system that left him bedridden for a few months. While he was so sick, his mother went ahead and gave him his first art lessons, as she herself was a successful artist. By the age of 9, Andy had gotten his first camera, which he took up very well. He developed his own film in a makeshift darkroom in his basement. This, I believe, really started his artistic career. After he graduated with a bachelor's degree of fine arts, Andy moved to New York to pursue a career as a commercial artist. He then went on to become one of the most successful commercial artists in the 1950s, with his style using blotted lines and rubber stamps to create his pieces of art. In the late 1950s, he really started with painting, and by the 1960s, he debuted the concept of pop art, focusing on the mass-productive goods such as canned soup, Coca-Cola bottles, and vacuum cleaners. Warhol was also famous for his paintings of famous people such as Elvis, Marilyn Monroe, and Mick Jagger. His portrait of 8 Elvis eventually resold in 2008 for $100 million, making it the most valuable painting worldwide. Andy later passed away after complications from getting his gallbladder removed, but he definitely died a legend. Because of him, pop art became a huge thing in the mid-1900s. But what is pop art? Pop art was a visual art movement in the 1950s and 60s during the post-war consumer boom. It was young and fun and hostile to the artistic establishment. It was pretty worldwide, but no matter where it was, they all had a common interest in mass media production and mass culture. American pop art was slightly different, as it was a reaction against abstract expressionist painting. It was a different way to view the world and everything in it, and that is exactly what Andy did in his art pieces.